Excuse me. This seat taken? Well then. A whiskey on the rocks for me. Thanks. For my friend here? To each their own. I'll take that whiskey then. Tell me if you change your mind. So, pardon the cliche, but what's a distinguished individual like yourself doing in a place like this? No? Well, pardon me for assuming then. To be honest, I just thought you looked a little too fine to be one of the usual clientele here. And a crowd of bounty hunters, hitchhikers, gang members, simple pickpockets and the like. Let's just say you stand out. I assume there's some sort of story behind that. I see. You're not too out of place in that regard then. Most folks who pass by here have stories to tell. You wouldn't know about me. I'm just a drifter passing through. But yeah, I had some tall tales of my own once upon a time. Well, hardly worth telling them now. I'm a bit retired from being a desperate scoundrel, you see. Nowadays, I'm just trying to get by, like any other poor soul on this side of the galaxy. There's my drink. What do I mean by desperate scoundrel? Seems you're getting a little interested in my past. It's a shame. You probably have a lot more fun with some whiskey or wine, whichever you prefer. Since you're so curious though, let me just say I've had my fair share of adventure, including, but not limited to, bartending in Star Cities, a wild partnership with a sentient clock on Mars, and a stint as a mercenary in No Man's Land. Intergalactic services, customer satisfaction guaranteed. I don't look like the type? To do what? Bartend or murder for a living? Well, looks can be deceiving. I've been a bad man. Could still be one if I wanted to. But I learned the hard way that those moral lessons they preach at you when you're a kid aren't all lies. Being bad doesn't pay half as well as you'd like it to. And I gotta put dinner on the table somehow, right? Oh, the dinner's for myself. If I had any kind of family to look after, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Like I said, I'm a drifter. I go wherever the money trail takes me. But that's not really sustainable for most relationships. So I stay in the move and do it alone, generally. It's not half bad. What about you? I don't mean to pry, but a story for a story sounds pretty fair to me. And from the looks of it, you got one hell of a tale hidden behind that stubborn mouth. So you followed this lover boy of yours all the way from your blue blood, old money home to one of the seediest parts of the galaxy, because you knew your family wouldn't approve, and you're waiting for him here while he sorts out his business. You say you've been in the spot for 2 hours now? No word from him? These are dangerous parts, you know. I wasn't kidding when I said you stick out like a sore thumb. Everybody else in the bar is probably on the wrong side of the law, one way or another. If your sweetheart's dealing with that kind of business, you might want to watch your back. You're not budging. Seems you're romantic at heart, for all you like to act so cool and standoffish. Do I think you're wrong to wait? I couldn't say. Perhaps it's a little foolish, but then again, love makes a fool out of us all. I've known people I would have waited for. It's just that most of them bit off more than they could chew, and well, let's just say they're not around anymore. Happens in that line of work. Sorry for my loss. Thank you. It's all water under the bridge now. I get nostalgic sometimes, but like I said, I'm a drifter now. I travel light, and that includes memories. It's not really practical to carry them around all the time, you know? A mortal life to his stars. That's a saying they have around Galaxy 560A. No love or grief is eternal, and it's all dead in the blink of an eye when you compare it to the endlessness of celestial bodies. In that sense, I suppose you could say we're all drifters in our own ways. Just passing through the dive bar of life, if you will, looking for something strong enough to carry us through another evening. I'm getting a bit philosophical, aren't I? Sorry about that. Must be something in this drink. Anyway, the whiskey's strong and it seems like we'll both need some luck tonight. So I propose a toast to drifters and traveling light. Would you look at the time? Midnight already. Your Prince Charming's running late. Must be a real nice fellow for you to put it all on the line for him like this. So he promised to take you away. To a better life. Maybe in the Star Cities? Guess you'll have to board the next ship off the planet if you want to make it there before your folks come knocking. And I suppose that's why you're here. That business he's attending to. Tickets for those ships don't come cheap, and you can't have snuck much of your inheritance out of your home when you left. I'll admit, this isn't a pretty place, but it's a quick, dirty way to make coin when you're in a tight spot, provided you know who you're bargaining with. Yeah, I expected as much. You want to be careful who you give that information to. As I said, most of the people here are on the wrong side of the law, but that doesn't mean they're on the same side either. There's more than one way to be wrong, and your lover boy is in hot water if he thinks he's going to be getting away from this planet scot-free. Well, it's been over 2 hours. More than enough time to sort out any kind of business. Why do you think he isn't back yet? For every single desperate cutthroat in this place, there's an equally desperate drifter willing to turn him into the police for the right price. Hey, calm down. I'm just speculating. He could be fine. Listen, just a moment. Sit down. Have a sip if you don't mind. It'll calm your nerves. Mind if I ask you something? I've got a little theory I'd like to confirm. Riddle me this, distinguished drifter. An ex-crime boss on the run, facing countless charges of murder, several more assault and battery. He's guilty of resisting arrest, violence against law enforcement, organized criminal activity, fraud, 1 count of kidnapping, and more legal jargon I can't really be bothered to memorize. His most recent crime is the possession and trade of illegal substances. Particularly the faceless killer weed they're farming on Planet 26B nowadays. A bounty of 5 million promised to whoever brings him in. Does any of that sound familiar? Though I suppose the kidnapping charge is technically baseless, considering that you went with him willingly. Like I said, I follow where the money trail leads me. And being bad doesn't pay very well. I'm playing the good guy for a change. Bounty hunters around the galaxy have been fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on your sweetheart for the past couple of months. Myself included. Haven't you been watching the news? Me? I haven't done anything. But I'm guessing my partner caught up to him at this point. Look. If you're gonna go after him, I'm not stopping you. But you gotta listen first. You go now, you either die, or you follow him to prison. And maybe to the gallows, depending on how deeply you've been involved in his affairs till now. Why do I care? Let's put it this way. I'm playing the good guy. But I'm not a good guy. And I don't play by the rules unless I have to. We established that earlier, didn't we? I'm broke as hell and I need that 5 billion. But I don't need to turn you in to get it. It's true. I came here looking for the target's companion. And it's true that's why I approached you. You don't carry yourself like someone from these parts, you know? Everything from your posture to the wide-eyed expression. You just scream sweet, pampered darling of the sheltered upper class. But you don't know what you've gotten yourself into with this lover boy of yours. Like I said, we're all drifters in the end. Do you really want to risk your neck for a man who's digging himself into an early grave anyway? Hey, wait. Damn. Gone just like that. Red, I missed the second target. Probably running away right now. Yeah, I'm going. Be ready, just in case. Love makes fools of us all, huh?